Hi guys.
Good morning.
This is day
20.
20.
20.
20 of 37, so we're over halfway. We've walked over 250 miles. It's pretty amazing. The people we're now meeting, and it's pretty amazing. Getting tired, yes I am, but that's okay. We just push through, right? It's another day.
Yeah, yesterday was probably our first real bout of homesickness. We've traveled before for several weeks, but this is the longest we've been gone, and so we're missing our people and our dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's natural. I'm not coming home.
No. No.
Oh.
That wasn't an option.
No.
We were just experiencing all the feelings.
Right.
We got a misty morning, which just, I love the fog. I love the fog.
Yeah.
It reminds me of where we grew up. It reminds me of San Francisco. It was some of my favorite places and experiences. I love the fog. We're walking in fog this morning.
And the ocean is literally
over there.
Right there.
Over there. And
right
the mountains
there.
behind us.
And we just stayed at the most amazing place. I don't know.
And we'll talk about our budget another time if anybody even cares to hear about that. We definitely have a set Pilgrim's budget, but we've found some pretty fabulous places within our budget. And
Yeah.
it's, we said before, we're not staying in these grand four-star hotels, but
No.
this was a treasure find.
This really was. And we're really, too, we're traveling off season, which makes it a whole lot
for
better.
sure,
Here in another month or so, this wouldn't be on our budget, I don't think. But that's okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
No.
It is now, and so yay.
Today I'm looking for my mentors, all of them, and they're too numerous to mention, and I would hate to leave anyone out. Some are still with us, some are not, but people who have come into my life, whether it was when I was young, college, professors, at State Farm where I worked for 34 years, people who absolutely saw something in me that I didn't, and continue to push and nudge and propel and make me a better person. So I walk for you all today.
Yeah, today, Today I'm going to walk for an old friend of mine, somebody who's been a consummate friend my whole life. He and his wife are two that I grew up with that they've been the two that have always been welcoming and inclusive and inviting, and have, even over the miles, Albert and Elaine, you guys have been amazing. You're the word friend to me. And so,
Nice.
and the nice thing is Albert and I, we don't get together very often, but when we do, we can still have our 12-year-old moments, where we're 12 again for a second. And, and
watch out.
And that'll never go away. So for you guys, the kids, all the memories, thanks for being my friend. And I'm going to walk for you today. So, buen camino.
Ciao, ciao. So this morning, walking out of our hotel and into the next city that we've already walked to, we decided to take the roadway that has a beautiful sidewalk instead of the Camino path, which we took yesterday, because by taking the Camino path, we missed our hotel on the side of the road by 100 meters, 100 feet. It was a football field. It was ridiculous. So we wanted to see a new route, and this is 1.7 miles as opposed to the Camino, which is close to 3 miles. So sometimes the road is faster. It's not always as picturesque, but it's, for the sake of this morning,
And this is pretty nice for a road walk.
it's beautiful.
And it's safe.
Yeah, it's all about efficiency this morning. To our next cup of coffee. The innkeeper was so kind. She got up extra early and made us a cup of coffee before we journeyed. So there are those that you meet along the Camino that just are angels in disguise. We just stopped in Calunga for a little breakfast and cafe, and we ran into Anya and our little fun French couple that we've walked with occasionally and certainly stayed within different pensions along the way. And then the 3 German guys, I think, are what goes down must go up.
I've been climbing a lot.
Well, I was trying to hold our middle position, but we got lapped. The German guys went ahead of everybody. I had a little race with one of them to try to keep my middle position, but he was clearly more fit.
His legs are twice as long as yours, honey.
Yeah, there's that. There's that. Anyway, it's my Camino. I'll go my pace. Which is slower than everyone else's. Until they stop. Michael Cassidy, if you're watching these, I'm thinking you owe me some cocktails at the end of this because you're ahead. And what's with the carrying spray paint in your backpack as pilgrim? Help me understand. We're going down to go up. And Kevin says it's a yellow mountain that we're going up, which means it's got some pretty steep inclines and elevation gains. Tomorrow, I think we have a red mountain, which means danger, Will Robinson. He's carving.
Yeah.
Hola.
Muy bonita.
Qué bonita. At the halfway mark, we're going down by the church, and it's a little rocky terrain today. Just this little, whatever sliver of a decline is. But pretty nonetheless. So this morning has just been mist-filled. It's like walking through clouds in the countryside. So we've definitely left the coast for a little bit, and we're heading into the mountains for tonight. And yeah, it's just peaceful. You can hear the birds singing.
So, hi guys. So we're walking through this little fairy forest, I guess. And we come across this beautiful little waterfall. And the sound of the water is so soothing and amazing. I hope you can hear it well.
Hi. It took us 10 minutes to get to this point. There was a lot of giggling. There's a lot of tired.
We're delirious.
Completely
delirious.
But that's okay. We had a good day today. We walked like...
It was one of our shorter days.
Yeah, it was 13, 14 miles. 14 miles.
Yeah.
Had maybe the best paella that I have ever had in my life.
It should have been.
Why?
It was really expensive. Anyway, it was delicious. Some sangria and some wine, vino tinto, to reward ourselves after today.
Yeah.
It was one of those walks that started off really great. It was beautiful this morning, foggy and cool and misty. Mm-hmm. We had great people walking with us. We had a great breakfast. We were up in the mountains. And then
it got really humid.
It got hot.
Got really humid.
Got really hot. And it got, there were no services. So there was nothing open. Nothing available for like 8 to 10 miles. And so I'm going to do a separate video for the whole bathroom sitch along the Camino, but today there were no bathrooms along the Camino.
No.
So talk about living outside your comfort zone. But
yeah, I don't care. There were bathrooms behind every tree, but for my wife, wasn't so comfortable.
So it was a tough afternoon.
It was.
And my husband, who was eternally conscientious and always looking out for my needs, was like, what about over there? What about over there? What about over there? I was like, just walk. Focus. Let me focus. Let me just get to a bathroom. So, long story short, we had a beautiful, beautiful walk today. The scenery was gorgeous. Yeah. We saw a lot of cattle and cows and pasture and countryside and mountains, and we walked through this green fern valley that looks like a fairy garden. It was beautiful. It was a great day.
We found a Pilgrim's Rest spot that was full of vending machines, and I had a Kit Kat and a beer out of a vending machine. Are you kidding me? Dark chocolate.
Where
Kit
can that
Kat?
happen in the U.S.?
Are you kidding me right now? It was like 10 miles in, and I got a beer and a Kit Kat.
It was one of those spots, right? It was one of those spots that we watched on the YouTubers that we happened to research in our trip. They showed this spot, and so we came upon it today. I was like, oh, look, it's that spot.
Yeah.
And so we were excited to get there, and then
and so now other people that are using our videos as well to research for the Camino are going to get it again. It was just a great place.
It's kind of like a milestone and a signpost.
It's an oasis in the desert.
It's great.
Yeah.
And God bless the people that run it.
Yeah.
Because they're providing just this beautiful blessing to people.
Yeah. It's really great.
So we're going to keep it short and sweet because we have a really harder day tomorrow than even today.
Tomorrow's maybe toughest day that we've had so far, even at a bass country. We've got some serious climbs. Some of them are pushing high 30% range in places. We've got to go at least 17 miles. So
we're going to get some rest.
Yeah, we're going to get some rest. But we get a rest day coming up. And oh la la. So
you all have a great evening.
Have a great night.
Night.
Camino.
Ciao, ciao for now.